Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Stock My Closet. Today I'm sharing designer tunic top. You can pair it with denims or leggings, or you can wear it as a dress as well. So let's get started. This is the measurement I'm using. You can adjust it according to your requirement. And I'm using 2.5 meter of spun fabric. Firstly, I'll cut the bodies, and for that I have folded the fabric twice in width. I'll trim uneven fabric on the top. I've cut out required bodice length including seam allowance from the fabric. Now for shoulder, take half of shoulder width. In my measurement, shoulder width is 13.5 inch. So half of it would be 6.75 inch. Neck width is 3 inch. Mark half inch downward for shoulder slope and join it to the neck width point. From this point, mark half of armhole round, that is 7 inch for my measurement. I'll just extend this point. Mark 1 inch inwards and join it to the shoulder slope point. From the top, mark a point at 10.5 inch shoulder to apex and 14.5 inch shoulder to waist. Extend these points. Now I'll mark round measurements. For chest, I'm adding 2 inch of ease. In my measurement, chest is 31 inch. So 31 plus 2 is 33 and dividing it by 4, I'll get 8.25 inch. For bust, I'm adding 3 inch of ease. In my measurement, bust is 32 inch. So 32 plus 3 is 35 and dividing it by 4, I'll get 8.75 inch. For waist, again I'm adding 3 inch of ease. In my measurement, waist is 28 inch. 28 plus 3 is 31 and dividing it by 4, I'll get 7.75 inch. Join these points. Add seam allowance of around 1.5 inch. Now I'll draw armhole curve. So marking is complete. Now I'll cut it. To cut front armhole, separate the back and again fold the bodies. Now cut the front armhole curve. So this is the bodies. Now I'll cut the sleeves. To cut the sleeves, I have folded the fabric twice in width and I'm cutting elbow length sleeve. And I'll use basic sleeve pattern to cut it. I already have a video on that. You can click the link in the description box to check it out. So I've cut the sleeves and we'll need sleeve round measure to cut bell. To cut the bells, I have folded the fabric by half in length and then in width. To cut the bell, I need radius, and for that take sleeve round measurement marked on the sleeves, that is 10.5 inch for my measurement, and divided by 3.14. So 10.5 divided by 3.14 is 3.3 inch. From this point, I'll mark 3.3 inch. And from this point, mark length of bell, that is 7 inch for my measurement, adding half inch for seam allowance. Mark the same on the other side. Measure it from the top and mark the same till the other end. Similarly, mark radius. Add seam allowance. And now I'll cut it. So I have cut the bells. Now I'll cut the bottom, and for that I folded the fabric by half in length. Length will be full length of top minus body's length plus radius. In my measurement, full length is 36 inch. Body's length is 14.5 inch. So 36 minus 14.5 is 21.5 inch. And radius will be waist round plus ease and divided by 3.14 as I am cutting half circle skirt. In my measurement, waist round is 28 inch, adding 2 inch of ease. 28 plus 2 is 30 and dividing it by 3.14 I'll get 9.5 inch. So radius is 9.5 inch. So required length will be 21.5 inch plus 9.5 inch plus 1.5 inch for seam allowance. So I'll get 32.5 inch. Firstly, I'll mark the radius 9.5 inch. Mark the same till the other end. Add half inch of seam allowance. And from this point, mark length, that is 21.5 inch, and add 1 inch for seam allowance. Measure the same from the top and mark it till the other end. So this is a marking for bottom. Now I'll cut it. And with this, cutting is complete. Now I'll stitch the top. I've cut the neckline shape and I'll use the same fabric as facing to finish the neckline. Join both bodies and facing right sides together and make a stitch on the neckline shape. Now cut the facing fabric in the neckline shape like this and also make small cuts all over the neckline. Now turn around the seam allowance, fold and pin it up like this. Now make a stitch on the edge to secure it. So front neckline is ready. Now I'll finish the back neckline with the bias tape. Place bias tape on the neckline, right sides together, and make a stitch. Now fold it like this and make a stitch on the inner edge of the bias tape. Trim the excess fabric. Now place both front and back bodies right sides together and stitch shoulder slope on both sides. Overlock it. Now I'll make a stitch on the back neckline to secure the bias tape. Now I'll attach sleeves. Join the center and start stitching till the end and repeat the same on the other side. Overlock it. Similarly, I'll attach other sleeve. Now I'll stitch side fitting seam on both sides, starting from the sleeve round. Bodice is ready. Now I'll finish the bottom of the skirt. Just double fold the fabric and make a stitch. Now I'll stitch the side fitting seam. So both bodice and bottom are ready. Now I'll attach them together. Mark small cuts on the waist of the bottom. Now insert the skirt into the bodice, right sides together. Join the sides and make a stitch. Overlock it. Now keep the seam allowance direction upwards and make a top stitch. Lastly, I'll attach belt to the sleeves. Finish the bottom of the bells. Now stitch side fitting seam. Overlock it. Now I'll join it with the sleeves. Join sleeve round and bell right sides together. Match side seam and make a stitch. Overlock it. Keep seam allowance direction downwards and make a top stitch. So my top is completed and this is how it looks. Thanks for watching guys. Hope you like this video. If you do, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Bye bye.